Hey guys, this is Jana here, and welcome back to UkraineDating.tv. So we are back. I'm here with you, streaming from Sumy City, Ukraine, and let's take a look for our video with the welcome back for Ukraine dating.
UkraineDating.tv is back thanks to you generous contributors.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my god. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you.
You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions. Okay, so we will see you live over at UkraineDating.tv.
There you have it. UkraineDating.tv is the world's first and only free dating platform introducing Western men to beautiful Slavic women, where you can video cam share with them face to face. And it's free for the first 30 days if you're a newbie. And then after your 30-day free trial is up, we have 4 different memberships from $10 to $100 a month that offer you a ton of perks. And what if there was a way you could get 3 months of our $90 membership for free? If you've been scammed, like about 80% of our viewers, you can share your story by live interview on our other channel called Mail Order Bride Scams. The link is in the description below. And as our thank you, we will give you a $270 credit towards our $90 Top G membership. What you want to do is head over to buymeacoffee.com/Ukraine dating. Under the membership tab, we have 4 distinct memberships. Tiptoe membership is only $10 a month, and you get 1 live lady face-to-face cam share per month. Then there's Borscht Brothers at $50 a month, which entitles you to 5 live lady cam shares per month. You get access to our Borscht Brothers Telegram chat, where you can converse with other members. You get 1 Zoom group coaching call session per month with our superstar streamer and coach, Jana. Next is a limited membership called Top G, which entitles you to unlimited video dating and live video cam shares with unlimited call duration. Access to Borscht Brothers Telegram chat community. You get not 1, but 2 Zoom group coaching call sessions every month with our superstar coach, Jana. And lastly, you get 1 scam check service. If you had to buy it, it costs you $500, which is an extensive 5-point check on whatever girl you want us to check, so that when you get the answers back, you will finally, either way, be able to sleep at night. The Top G membership entitles you to $7,500 off Match Guarantee's lifetime guarantee matchmaking, which is unlimited dating, private matchmaker, and full team support until you walk down the aisle with your beautiful Ukrainian wife. Then from the main tab at buymeacoffee.com/Ukraine dating, you can click extras, and you can actually send any of our streamers a beautiful bouquet of flowers. You'll want to include your personal letter and your contact information. And if you make a good impression and you do some video cam shares with her, you never know, if she likes you, she might write you back. But of course, like real world dating, that's the ladies' exclusive option, depending on if she likes you or not, right? And lastly, you can get a private Zoom coaching session with our star coach, Jana. Well, she will answer all your deep probing questions. She will go through the 5 points of zone of success, which will tell you what are your chances at finding and marrying a beautiful Slavic wife. And last, but certainly not least, probably first, you get to enjoy dinner and a movie with our amazing Jana. That's right, spend Christmas over dinner and a movie, a very special movie that Slavs pretty much all watch at Christmas time. And 4th of July, you get to celebrate with dinner and a movie with Jana in a very intimate group Zoom video setting. And lastly, before I let you go, guys, remember, UkraineDating.tv is a nonprofit. We can only operate based on your donations and your memberships. So if you want streamers more often, then please support the channel, donate, and the money goes to the streamers. They are paid $20 an hour to stream for you. Thanks very much for your support, and we'll see you over at ukrainedating.tv soon.
Oh, guys, so you can see that this last month of November, we remodeled a bit our channel, some perks you can have with the membership level. So you are welcome. We're trying to encourage you to give some extra benefits to make this channel the most profitable, helpful, educational for you. And let's still enjoy this channel, of course, with your support, and let's learn new things, because I still see that many of our viewers need that, and some of our clients even. You still need to be guided, to be educated, to learn how to cope. It's not simple to understand. And by the way, one of things about the movie, it's not just an entertaining movie, not something romantic just to spend nice time together. It's about education, to see the roots of our forming, upbringing, behavior of our families, of our parents, where we were raised and why we raised that way. You will see the explanations of many things, and I will think carefully as well about the movie thing. What would be the most educational for you to explain you this? Okay, guys, I have a wonderful topic for you. So 5 tips to attract younger Ukrainian women. I will give some even teaser for you. I chose this topic for purpose, not only about age gap. I can say I like all the tips this lady from video will tell to us, and I will make pauses and do my comments, and I can say that it work for all men in general. Doesn't matter even the age gap here. It's more about certain tips, certain actions, what makes you more attractive for women, what works, what doesn't work. So let's take a look.
Is the big misconception that I want to talk about. Most guys who are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and beyond seem to think of their age as a disadvantage. They think that their age makes them unattractive to younger women. What they don't know is that they can actually turn their age into an advantage with women if they do just one simple thing. You see, most younger girls can fall in love with an older man very easily. In fact, not only can I say that from my own experience, but there have been several studies which prove it as well. So scientific studies. But here's the catch. An older man is only attractive to a younger woman when he matches her fantasy. And what I mean by that is most younger women think of older men as more confident, assertive, and masculine than guys their age. They just have their stuff together. And that's incredibly sexy to a woman. So if you, as an older guy, can show that confident and assertive side of yourself to a woman, then even if she's much younger than you, even if you think she's your daughter's age or something like that and not appropriate, she's going to be drawn to you. It's just biological. And she won't hesitate in going out with you, having a sexual relationship with you. Whatever social stigma there is to dating an older guy will be erased from her mind because she's just going to feel. And the best part is it's very easy to show a woman your confident side and ignite her attraction to be your girlfriend, lover, your wife, whatever. Here are 6 tried and true ways in which you can do so. So number 1, you make strong eye contact. And this seems small, but it's so important. You see, if you avoid making eye contact with a girl, a woman, whatever, it tells her you're afraid or that you feel threatened in some way. You're not confident enough in you to make eye contact. And it makes you look weak and a little bit submissive, and that can turn her off. On the other hand, if you can hold eye contact for even just 3 seconds at a time, you actually show her that you feel confident in that situation, that you own yourself. It makes you come across as assertive, alpha male, and that's who she wants you to be. I mean, look at fictional.
Guys, here you understand that this eye contact thing and confidence is not only about age gap. This tip can work for any age group. And of course, it can be achieved only with the experience. That is why older men can do this better, just because they already have this life experience. That's easy like that. Not always a case. And this lady, I agree with many her points, but she forgot to say that younger women can be attracted and drawn to you if you are older, only if you're not just confident and organize everything together in your life, but as well if the man has appropriate outside look, right? Which is important for younger ladies. Not that much important, not very first position, I can say, number one at her list. But still, it would be a huge difference for women between older man who still take care looking at himself and a man who looks like your granny. It's not appropriate. Nobody wants to that other people will see this difference. So I can say that it is appropriate and has sense only with a man who take care about his health, his lifestyle, his appearance, well, and manly, which is as well important. So it doesn't mean that you should be narcissistic and spend time next to a mirror half of a day. It's more about like good habits, to be well groomed and to be confident with this lifestyle. So when you have respect to yourself, to your body, to your health, other people can see that, can read it, this, can smell this, and they will be attracted as well. So this is important and work not only for age gap, it work for any age group of men. So of course, to be well groomed, to be confident, and to keep this eye contact, this is really important. So I can say that I agree actually with every point from this lady, but I can say as well that every point, it's not only to attract younger women, it's about to attract women in general, okay? So all these tips, they are really good in total. Just open your ears and learn, okay?
Characters like James Bond or Don Draper or even Ted Lasso, notice their eye contact when talking to women. They don't look here and there or all over the room. They look straight into a woman's eyes when talking to them. And trust me, sometimes that gaze alone can give a woman butterflies in the stomach, even if you're not James Bond. So number 2, nicknames. This is such a neat little trick, I guess, that guys do. All you have to do is call a girl by a nickname that you gave her. And it could be something like troublemaker or princess or little dork, chatterbox if she
Guys, can agree, can disagree. For someone can be nice if it's something unique. Troublemaker sounds nice, interesting, can work. Very individual thing. I cannot say that only this thing will make you attractive or something, or that it will help for older men to approach younger women just because of the nickname. No, it's just small little things between two people inside their relationship. Compliments always nice, yeah, and some cute nickname can be nice, at least if it is not very corny, right? I cannot say that it will help you to win, to approach the lady. It's just very small things, not only with the age. Just you can learn at least inside reaction for this. Can be nice. Without this, when you're using the name and by research, the name, our name for any gender is the most valuable thing we can hear. So it's better even probably to use real name. When you're always using just a name, it can look too much serious. So okay, some cute names sometimes can be in case. You should discover this probably by reaction of your lady. If you see that she finds this interesting, that her eyes sparkling, she's smiling on this, or even paying some attention to this nickname, you can see that she actually reacting, right? So she definitely into this nickname and find this cute. If you can see that she don't try to make any nickname for you, she don't have specific reaction, probably it's not a big deal for her, and it definitely will not help you to conquer her. It's just to add some more colors into your relationship, not more than this. So I can't count this tip like very much profitable, which will help you. Let's take a look next.
She talks a lot, dimples if she has them. So my guy called me wackadoodle, and like I swooned in it. He's 12 years older. Just give her a nickname based on her behavior, something she says or the way that she's dressed, and use it in conversation. Not all the time, of course, but a few times at least. And again, it's a very small thing, but it's so powerful. It shows a girl that you're fun and playful and that you don't take things too seriously and that you're comfortable talking to women, even teasing them, which is something most guys have trouble with, especially younger men. Plus, what's even better is that this nickname that you give her can even turn into a little inside joke between the two of you. Wackadoodle.
Guys, I'd wish to add even that it's not about the certain nickname. It's more about not to be too much serious, because you will have, if we will speak about the age gap, if you will be always very serious, this age gap will be so much visible, and she will feel this all the time. And with the serious communication constantly, so it will just cross your age gap. And when you have sense of humor, when you sometimes cannot take things seriously, even regards to serious questions, that in general would be more attractive attitude for a woman. It's not only about cute nickname, it's more about to take things lightly, not always serious. But at the same time, guys, very important, if you can bring this in a light, even joking manner, but still your decisions are wise. This is important. So it's not being like a foolish, like a clown all the time. Oh, it's not that important, it's not that serious. No, we want a serious, responsible man next to us. But when you do everything which looks like effortless, which looks like you're doing this very easy, this is magic, this is attractive. When you accept a wise, serious, responsible decision, but do this with certain joke, with some smile, with some humor, and like you looks like you don't take this seriously, but you do serious things, but with a nice look. This is attractive, guys. This is really what makes women tick. This is my add in here.
Loved it. I loved when he called me in. And it builds rapport very quickly. The only caveat is that, like I said before, do not overdo it, or else it could turn from charming to really freaking annoying. Anyways, moving to the next step. Number 3, playful judgment. So most men, while talking to a girl, have kind of a salesy attitude. They're always trying to qualify themselves to girls. They're especially younger women. They're always trying to say things or do things that prove how nice and cool and attractive and successful and so on they are, so that the girl's impressed. As an older guy, you don't want them to be impressed, you want them attracted. So this is a huge mistake. It makes you come off as a needy tryhard and shows that you really don't trust in your own value as a man. That's why, to prevent this from happening, you want to use a little bit of playful judgment on her. This is where you notice something that a woman says or does and judge her for it in a playful, absurd, or over-the-top way. So for example, if a girl orders a martini in front of you, which is like, nothing's bad with that, but you could tell her, martini, interesting. You're one of those fancy high maintenance girls, aren't you? So you see what I did there? Do you? So let's take another situation. Let's say a girl tells you she likes to read for fun, which is very fun. You could say, so you're like a big nerd. I see, I get it. These kind of playful judgments show the girl that you're evaluating her, you're analyzing her, but not in a super serious job interview type way. It's more fun and lighthearted, but it's still.
It's again about certain effort. If you will pedestalize the woman and always complimenting, over complimenting, and trying constantly to please your woman, doesn't matter what age gap you have, Probably she can be older than you for a couple of years. Probably she can be your age, 5 years younger or 20 years younger. Still, if you pedestalizing, I can say automatically it makes you weak in women's eyes. You don't need to compete, but you should just be on your man's position. And this is very attractive. When you're not trying to be a pleaser and always nice guy and always to agree with the woman and try to satisfy any her wish. It's more about that you have your views, your principles, your boundaries, you are confident about them. And again, it's not like to be in, sorry guys, an asshole and with your principles. Like I feel comfortable with that, and I don't care about anybody's opinion and feelings. It's more about being wise and flexible with your principles. Flexible in which way? Principles are principles. You cannot hesitate them. You can do nothing with those principles. But at the same time, if those principles, just your own perception, principles, by the way, even for the most confident people, for that people who very uh, jealous even to move a bit out of their principles, they can change every year, every 5 years, because they are just a conception what we created in our own head. So it's our personal imaginary things, okay? And if we respect enough our certain boundaries, which can be very tight like this or like this, so anyway, it's up to every person. It shows that you have a backbone, that other people will respect you just because you can protect your values, your beliefs. This is respectful. At the same time, they anyway imaginary, and if you can move a bit sometimes certain habits or let's say principles for your woman, believe me, she will appreciate this. It's not about simping, guys. It's not about to do things out of your morals if you really it is important for you. Again, wisely. Depends on life situation, depends on many things, which we never tried before because of certain beliefs, and we can try and we will have an experience. How we feel about this, try. Should we probably change something in our perception? I mean, when you're doing something which you never did before for your woman, it's about principles, it's about new habits or some actions from your side. It always been appreciated. Women definitely want to feel very special for in your life, yeah, for you to be very special for you. This is our main goal, I can say, to be a very special woman of your life. Just because only with a very special woman you can connect your life to create a family and respect this woman. So only when you do something special for this woman, only this way this woman will feel your efforts and that you are worthy man, and that she as well can dedicate her life, her care, her energy to you, to make you special in her life as well. So when you not take that much serious at the same time being serious, this is attractive. When you not showing that a woman is the only mm, like the only your happiness in this life. It's about, you should understand that you should be a happy person, mentally healthy inside, which is happy with yourself, with your lifestyle, with everything you have. Then you will be able to attract a good, correct, positive, I mean like woman plus into your life. But when you addicted to this woman and pedestalizing her, and to approach this woman is your the most important achievement in life, this is different, because you like showing that you was not happy before, and only if you always will please your woman, only this way you can be happy. Which means if another person leaves you, you have nothing, because this person was your whole world. So probably I put this in a very complicated way, but I'm trying to explain you that you should be happy with yourself, and you should choose wisely. And when you stay next to a right person, and you are serious, but at the same time don't pedestalizing and showing everything like effortless. This is for me just an art, honestly, guys. This is very attractive, this is for sure, for all our women. And if you can do this way, it would be a masterpiece.
Shows that you're unlike most guys who are just trying to sell themselves to girls. Instead, you're a confident, high-value man with standards, and that's the type of man girls are turned on by. All right, before I move on to the next confidence trick, a quick request. Please, 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 please give me a thumbs up if you like this video that you're watching right now. If not, then give me a thumbs down, I guess, or don't do anything. Just click away from watching. But if you like it, please give a thumbs up. It'll help my channel grow, and it'll help more people find this content. Okay, if you're done, we're going to proceed on to the next little piece of advice to show your confidence. Trick number 4, small disagreements. So you see, another mistake guys make all the time is being way too agreeable, agreeing with everything that a girl says. Sure, let's do that. Let's do this. Of course, you're great. This is really bad. And it immediately gets her to categorize you as a typical nice guy, which is just, eager to please her. And you do not want that, of course. Plus, it'll also show her that her approval means way too much for you. That's why you're afraid to break rapport. And that is not what a confident man does. A confident man will not be afraid to disagree with her on things. A confident older man especially. In fact, if you're really being honest.
Guys, here my suggestion, actually to do some mark, yeah, some cheat sheet, because this is really truth. Confident men really don't afraid to disagree if you really think so. You don't afraid that, oh my God, if I will argue with my lady, she will get offended on me and I will lose her. So it means that you're not weak, you are confident, you have a backbone, you're smart enough, you're responsible for your actions, and don't afraid actually to have this responsibility, not afraid to take an action, even with verbal actions, with agreement or disagreement. It doesn't mean that you need to create these disagreements artificially. You will be just pain in the ass if you will do this artificially. Nobody likes such people, not only in romantic relationship. If some people trying to disagree just to boost self-esteem or something like that, it's annoying. It's very easy to recognize when it's doing artificially. It's about organic self, not only self-respect. It's when you mature enough and confident enough not to afraid to bring your real opinion, even if it's way different from your lady or anyone else. But if, of course, you're doing this with a polite manner, you can not argue to death to prove your opinion. You can just be confident enough to stay with your opinion and not even to continue these arguments with certain people. With your lady as well, you can be here, and by the way, girls like that, you can be like a mentor and explain why you think differently. And if you have certain proofs, which is very manly, if you can bring those proofs, not like I'm a man, it is that way just because I said this, because I am a man. It is not a proof, of course. If you have real proofs, for example, you understand something about physics or chemistry or whatever, some mechanisms, some items, whatever, some algorithms, how they work in real life in modern world, you can just explain. You can laugh like, oh, my silly girl, I can explain you in a very soft and kind manner, and you can really explain how things work, and you will be more mature in her eyes because you already have this life experience, you have these knowledges, you can actually prove this in a polite and wise manner, and it will be attractive for a lady if you can prove this in a correct way. If you will start arguing just to disagree and just to start this argument without polite and wise proofs, it will looks cheap, and probably lady, it can be a deal breaker for a lady if you do this constantly. So be wise here only if you really have knowledges, if you really can prove in a peaceful manner, okay? If you really feel those moments which not causing you fights after that, okay, it will be probably the better indicator if your lady doesn't feel offense after your argument and it doesn't turn into a fight. If you can see that your lady looking at you, oh, thank you for explaining me, and you can see that she really naturally changing probably even her opinion and agreeing with you after your proofs. This is the better indicator. Your relationship didn't struggle from this argument, and you can see that her mood didn't spoiled. This is major indicator when you do everything right. If you have different reaction, something wrong with your manner, attitude, and explanation, the way you bring it.
You'll naturally find topics and ideas to disagree on. The trick is to do it in a calm and casual way, not in a serious or angry way. So if she says she likes electronic music and you don't, you could say, all right, interesting. I myself have never been a fan of that music, to be honest, but I can totally appreciate that other people like it. So what is it about it that you like? So do you see what happened there? You calmly disagreed with her, but still showed respect and curiosity about the disagreement. You should initiate touch as early as possible. So start with platonic ones like a handshake or a high five. If she says something you agree with, light touches on her shoulder or the hand and so on. These are safe spaces. This type of touching is perfectly acceptable in a social situation when you are meeting new people. And it's not creepy. It's nice. More importantly, it shows you're a fearless and bold male. You're in charge. You're the leader. You're not afraid to break that touch barrier most men are so scared of. Plus, it is scientifically proven that touch is one of the fastest ways to create feelings of trust and connection. Once those things are there, you can do much more with a girl physically, and she will gladly.
Guys, here I absolutely agree. Men should be initiator. You must feel that moment when it is time. Don't be too early, at the same time not to be like a break and do this too late. Try with the small things, and if it is appropriate, you will see by ladies' reaction. 70% of our communication happens unverbal. With the body language, you will see. If you try to initiate any kind of physical contact, if you try to break this zone of intimate zone, which is closer than 30 centimeters, if women allow you to do that, you have to learn how to feel this. If you don't have this gut feeling, at least you can read about this. We have plenty of information which is free here in YouTube, in Google, any browser. Just psychology, just subconscious. Any stranger talking to you, and when another person like us, they will try to be closer, to conquer this barrier with this zone of 30 centimeters, 50 centimeters. It's the way how to understand that person attracted to you. another person's reaction as well, subconscious answer immediately. You can see if person pulling away, it means that this person doesn't feel comfortable with these broken boundaries. It means that this attraction not mutual or too early or some other deep things, but still it's a no, it's a red flag. So with small things like first let's say about hand to hand touch or shoulder touch or hair touch, it's not that intimate, but still it's definitely crossing of personal boundaries, and by reaction you can see if a lady welcome with this reaction or she pulling away, and she shows you that it is not a case or not in time. As well, you should understand when it's appropriate to do. You should feel the correct moment, the environment, the atmosphere with you, around you, how many time you already spent, what about excitement in your communication, where it's a nice moment actually to do this. It can be even not necessarily during certain romantic topic. It can be like some moment which you personally can create, because our women actually expecting that a man will be initiator. You can initiate this moment, but need to feel the moment when it will be accepted in a good way. Yeah, depend on where we staying, how long we staying, how nice our connection is, based on those things. But in general, yeah, good tip.
Jump on board with it. So number 6, leading the conversation. And I've said this a million times before, and I'll say it again. Women want a man who can lead. I think I've said in the last 5 videos, that's the sexiest, most powerful, and most confident thing that a man can do. And the number one way to show her that you can lead is by leading the conversation. That means you take all the responsibility for the interaction and talk the majority of the time in the beginning. You're going to be the one driving things forward at all times. And most men don't get this. They ask their first question and they're like, okay, now it's your turn to talk. They forget they have to contribute to show the woman who they are. And most guys expect that right after opening a conversation, everything will just happen by itself. The woman will be super chatty and she'll ask lots of questions and open up about herself, and everything will be nice and smooth. Unfortunately, the truth is that won't happen most of the time, 99% of the time, at least if you're serious about attracting the girl. Because if you are, you'll have to lead the conversation for the most part to make that happen. That means you'll have to be asking questions, sharing your stories and thoughts, cracking jokes, connecting to her, driving through different threads or conversation topics. In doing so,
guys, here I as well can add that this is an art. A success to a good conversation is simple. The key, all of us, without any exceptions, we are quite selfish, and the most favorite topic of each person is ourselves. If you want good conversation, ask questions, personal questions of your opponent. And the way of this question shows a lot. Can you cover this with some interesting pre-story? It's an art. Can you bring some joke in a correct moment? That's just excellent. But when you have your first date meeting somewhere at the cafe, you sitting together, of course, women waiting that you will be an initiator, that you will be a leader here and bring some topic. It can be some story from the past, some interesting occasion, something just in general, any researches, any article you read. But if you can bring this in an interesting way and manner, you should be confident, you should be intelligent with the words you describing this. So intelligence is a lot here, the way you can bring, because not all of us are that much like we can read some interesting information, interesting article, but absolutely screwed up this article because the way we describing it can be not that accurate, not that perfect, not that interesting, or not exciting at all. And this is a joy killer, of course, in the way you actually bring anything and lady judging about you from the beginning, how confident you are, how intelligent you are, how you can be spontaneous, and how you can behave in some unpredictable situations. All those factors showing your masculinity for a woman, that you experienced mature men, which every woman want. And regards to this topic, attract younger women, it's more about to be next to experienced men. And this experience, some person can receive priceless experience during 2 years of living somewhere at other country. Some person can achieve the same um, amount of experience of knowledges in 10 years, for example. It's everything depends actually on your lifestyle, on your personal qualities. It's more important, which shows how mature you are. If you're not afraid to do something, and that's what ladies seeking for, to be protected, to be next to experienced mature men. So it's not about certain age gap, it's more about how she feels next to you. But naturally, of course, men with some life experience from the probably middle of their life and up, of course, due to this life experience, of course, they know how to cope with plenty of situations, how exactly to be that confident mature man, just because you are. Some guys can look, behave the same just due to their personal qualities.
You'll show the world that you're the type of guy who can take charge. You can take the lead, which is a very masculine thing to do. And that'll allow her to be more responsive and feminine and feel, which is great. And the more she feels feminine around you, the more she'll be drawn to you, regardless of your age, your looks, your height, bank balance, or anything else.
So, as for me, this is good information. Now I am going to the chat. I want to remind you new rules. I will still put my StreamYard link only for newbies who never did cam share or for our members. For newbies, you have opportunity to come for this cam share during 1 month. It's, guys, like a test drive, I can say. And if you find this valuable, interesting, if you can come with a good question or even try to talk to actually create some rapport, that is fine. It's up to you. You have this opportunity here during 1 month. For other things, we have membership levels where you can learn all your options and benefits here. Okay, guys, I'm really happy to return back to be here with you tonight. For me, you have just noontime. About the movie, guys, as I mentioned briefly before, this movie, not only with the intention to spend nice time together, to relax, to watch something, it's more about education to show you where we took our roots and why. You will see that Soviet reality, how we were formed, why we were formed that way. It has very strong historical background, and you will understand more. I can say that Irony of Fate, it's even not the best educational movie. I think more about Moscow doesn't believe in tears. It's more about exactly the strength of our women, but not this feminism strength when they trying to compete. It's about the power to cope with any challenges of life with our realities when we actually don't have that protected rights. So, in which way our women can be strong, how they can achieve goals, and at the same time stay feminine next to a correct man. Thank you so much. Hi, TJ. Great. Ashby, hi. I've noticed that I have attracted women under 30 a lot since I joined. Absolutely, absolutely. Eye contact general shows confidence for women, though having a confident man is important, so I understand why she brings it up. Not a question, of course. It's a proved factor, and for women as well, it's like a green flag from especially Slavic women. We will not initiate the contact, but if you can see eye contact from a woman, it's definitely a sign for you that you need to come and ask if you have, of course, this attraction. But this is definitely a sign from a woman that she has interest to you. And in majority of cases, she will do nothing to come to talk to you, to initiate anything, but eye contact is already initiating of contact. And welcome back, Jana. Thank you. Thank you, Anne. Janочка, having something unique in common as a nickname also adds to her feeling of being special, unique. Yes, if it is unique. But true. Some people, there are some exceptions. And of course, you need to learn about your partner and see the feedback reaction. And some women cannot have any nicknames or enjoy those nicknames. Some necessarily craving this. And you will see as well, like guys, it's the same like languages of love. What language I have, I understand just this language. It means that I can share my love only this way. So even if women like nicknames and enjoying these moments, intimate, I can say unique moment between one each other, she as well will try to find something for you and uh, calling you by her personal nickname, which will be exciting, interesting, intimate, personal, special for her. And if she using this quite often, so it means that she really like this and she'd wish to have the same from you. Yeah, such unique jokes with a wise, excellent humor. It shouldn't be, guys, just in case, if I didn't tell you before, if you ever brought up some joke, it wasn't super exciting, never try to explain inside humor. If anyone understood this humor and found this exciting, that is nice, this person will have a good laugh. If person doesn't understand your humor, probably this person has different type of humor, and when you're trying to explain things which someone didn't got, it will just make this joke cheap. Or you cannot force to fit all your jokes for another person, at least for women. So for from mature men, I can say that humor is an indicator of intelligence. I really appreciate that intelligent guys, they know when to say, what to say. Usually it's very brief, but you can express your thoughts in a wonderful way. If someone doesn't understand this, don't chase these people and don't try to prove that it's not your person just. But when you're trying to explain, you making yourself cheap. Jana, well done for your exceptional efforts behind the scene to get the channel back on air. Oh, and thank you so much. Sometimes we have to do certain things and as well challenging ourselves and trying new areas of life or new boundaries of ourselves, to discover ourselves as well. Today, for example, just cute information. I had some challenge, some how it calls, like chips with the very very hot pepper, which is the most hottest in the world, Carolina Reaper. And it's just a challenge, I not into such things. I don't enjoy hot stuffs, hot spices. I don't like feeling, I don't like the taste. It was just actually a challenge, yeah, with certain task. So that was just fine. And the same, when you have certain beliefs and want to as well check your boundaries, your talents, your skills. Sometimes you can do things which you never tried before if you have a goal, if you want to achieve things in life. Yeah, not always things you have to enjoy, but if the goal is important, you will do. Hello, Ian. I'm glad to see you again. At live streams, especially live. Oh, don't worry, Bill. I will be in Warsaw soon, so I will not let those guys rest. uh, Ian, Ukrainian ladies need a man to protect them. Flowers too are must. Guys, protection. We live in a civilian society. It's not like we always have some dangerous situations. It's more about feeling of safety next to a man, and in case of any situation, we're already sure that you can do this, and you can prove this without actually real fightings, physical fightings, yeah. But it's more about what a backbone you have, how you can protect your personal boundaries, your personal point of view next to other people, how you can challenge any service you paying, or you always paying some extra to please people, or you paying like a loser when people always can have taken advantage from you. It's about protection of yourself and people who are close to you, not let people take advantage from yourself, to protect your personal protect your personal boundaries. And yeah, it's about this feeling. Flowers, guys, we talk so much already here about flowers. I can tell you most important um, conclusion. Flowers, I can say it is a must, but they will change nothing if lady not into you. If she doesn't like you, flowers will not help to change her opinion. It would be just pleasant, okay, pleasant act from every man. Depends on level of your attraction. It will have different degree of joy which she has, depends on which person she received those flowers. But if she really likes you and she will not receive flowers, it will be not a deal breaker, and she will stand with other things which are more valuable for her. So flowers, not a deal breaker, and not a deal not a dealer, okay? Still things up to your qualities. But of course, if she like a man and you really want to make your woman happy, to boost her mood, to bring her joy, of course, flowers will be in case. It's just a compliment for your woman. It's just boosting her self-esteem that she is a worthy woman. And these flowers always will remind her of you every time she looking. Some girls even creating certain competitions at networks and posting these pictures. Oh, I received such nice flowers. And it's the her way, her show offs to say to all over the world that first she has a man who treating her well, and she proud of this. And it tells a lot for women. It makes us feel feminine. It shows that we have a gentleman It's just a compliment, which will remind her of you. So that is nice. But if she is not into you, flowers will change nothing. You will be just a nice guy. She will appreciate that you are not greedy, that you are a gentleman, but still you are not a man of her dreams. So they will not change, of course, her basic decision towards you. And Jana, I agreed when you said the person need to happy for himself or herself and free of past trauma first before get into love relationship. This is absolutely, guys. Unfortunately, I'm not a native speaker, and I'd wish to describe it better. Even my English a bit poor to open this topic to cover this fully. But the main point, of course, there that when we are healthy, mentally healthy, complete personalities, and we are free from past traumas, which all of us could have, it's up to each person what conclusions we could have from our past experience. Some challenges makes us stronger. Some challenges can break some people. It's only up to you what choice you want to have in your life, to be stronger or to be broken and afraid of everything, and not let this trauma actually to enjoy life. But my main thing there was that when you happy, you're confident, you have better results because you're not afraid to lose a person. You not try actually to create this fantasy that only another person can fulfill your life, that will make you happy. You already should be happy before you will meet this person. It's not a stuff on the shelf of the supermarket which will make you happy till the end of your life. It's just a stuff. Yeah, if we will talk about imaginary stuff on the shelf from supermarket, it's a stuff like a tool. And when you applying this tool in a correct way, it's as well needs some skills from you to apply this tool into your life in a correct way. And then both of you can become happy. But it's not some drug which will just make you happy the next day until the end of your life. It's work from both sides. Janочka, I'm not afraid to argue, but I dislike arguing over things that can be talked out calmly. Saves people from saying things they don't really mean due to heated moment. Yes and no. In one hand, this is very nice because you really can um, exclude miscommunication. This is important. Sometimes all of us can interpret any word or action from our own perspective, which can be different from intention. So sometimes it is important to speak out, and both partners have to learn how to do this in a correct way. But at the same time, guys, carefully from your side when you're always trying to talk about this, to find this out. You can be over emotional. It's a bit feminine. No judgment here, just facts. It's more feminine feature to talk about feelings and relationships. It's a must sometimes to talk out things to avoid misunderstandings, but at the same time, it's more like feminine feature always to want to do that. And you guys, I know that you don't like usually to do that. So we need to find some wise solutions. How often and in which way? Sometimes it's helpful with some arguments or even fights proved that they can be even helpful for a relationship. We need to uncharge negative energy. It is, but in natural, healthy way. Okay, no real fightings, no offense here, no abuse here, in a healthy way. And positive disagreement or conflict provides the couple opportunities to work together and indirect improve relationship bond. Yep. Yeah, but it's not like, yeah, it's romantic movie, but at the same time, I think I still need to find out how to do this. So it's not like watching just movie constantly. I think the same like with this video reactions. On certain moments, it should be pause and to explain the background, why people react in this way, how you should accept this, and what you can expect from a woman with such a brain and why. So how other people considering this behavior. So to explain all these basic things. So it's more about education. Yeah, and I think that with so many Ukrainian ladies as refugees, I had that world that we must be very gentle with them for sure as they are going through so much. Better to get to know them well. Too huge topic to discuss. I can't say, guys, you should be wise, where you should understand that in certain moment, with certain situations and with certain people, you should be more tolerant due to circumstances, but at the same time be wise enough not to let people take an advantage from you. I I can say, of course, this is a huge challenge for all of us, for people who stay inside Ukraine and outside Ukraine. Still, it's nobody never ever could believe when we learned the history, World War I, World War II, that it can turn to a war in our country during our present life. Nobody could ever imagined this before. And when you face this, you can't believe that it is reality. Pinch me, someone. It cannot be real. So other country fighting us? No, definitely it is a challenge, but we have some responsibilities, human being responsibilities, as refugees, as people who stay inside the country, as people who stay in war, as people who as well disturbed other nations inside their countries. And we also, like refugees, have certain obligations to be polite, not to cross personal boundaries, and not to try. Our culture, of course, it is different, but we cannot force other people to understand and to bring our culture into somebody's home. It's very difficult and deep topic. I believe that all people should be tolerant, polite, um, kind, understanding to each other all over the world. But it's too deep topic for me. Oh, guys, I'm John. Hello, I'm glad to see you. Thank you. Guys, I need to go. I have appointment by schedule. I don't think I can cover all the questions. Thank you so much. Yes, I was really glad to return back to this channel, guys. I really hope it's not enough as well emotions, feelings, words, vocabulary for me to explain how important it can be for some of you. At least it helps to understand for many of my clients, and the majority of them are familiar with this channel, trying to learn to understand our women better. And it really helps because I can see some mistakes in the relationship, at least about expectations in relationships. That is why I believe that it's so a must, and it's really something different. Okay. Hello, Rahal. Miss Jana, is 2-3 years age gap ideal? It's up to you and your lady. I can say it can work very good. of course. Protection can be received in multiple ways: physical, emotional, and mental, against manipulations and such. Absolutely. As well, verbally, right? So, from time to time, all of us can have some situations when another person can get abused, treated not well. And of course, a mission I must have of a man, of partner, of male partner is to protect woman in any way possible, to protect her, to make her feel better, safe, protected, and to save her self-respect and respect of other people, which you can actually even force in certain situations. Not to let people talk bad about your woman, not to treat her disrespectful. It's in your power, yeah, guys. TJ, I listened to everything you said and appreciate your advices on this topic. Be relaxed and respectful and let it flow. Yeah, good. Nice, thank you. Hi, Broadcast Dave. Жанночка, competition for flowers. I bet you got a lot of angry ladies after you when you received multiple bouquets a few months ago. I never post in my flowers, so I'm just a bit different type with different values. I mean, certain ladies, some ladies, mm, depends on situation. Some ladies can make this competition. Yeah. For me, it's about a bit about show offs. So I don't prefer to do that. But for every woman, it's definitely a pride. So it's a compliment. Timothy, glad to see you as well. Hello, Janочка, how are you? I got your flowers for you, and I will always love your beautiful smile and laugh. I have to tell you, your eyes here just amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, thank you for being with me. It's all for now. Bye bye. We will definitely talk more about important things. And I as well had during this month a lot of thoughts about this channel and the way how we can be more helpful here, with some moments, with some tough love if it needs sometimes. But is better. Believe me, it will work and help you to understand better. So for now, that's all. I wish you a nice rest of the day. Bye, guys. I was happy to be here with you.